Oh boy. Oh, wow. Okay then. I am ready to rant about this. Backlash happened last night. Was it a good show? No, it really wasn't. Oh man, I've seen so much hate in the past 12-ish hours, a little bit more, a little bit more. But oh wow, there is hate out there, as my lighting currently agrees. Oh, who's ready? Who's ready for this? Now, remember Battleground last year? This isn't as bad, but it's pretty close, and I think I might want to do a prediction that this is going to be the worst pay-per-view this year, so hopefully getting this over with is a good thing. Oh, Backlash 2018. Oh my goodness, the repetition did not pay off with this show. Oh, it really didn't. It really didn't. But I'm ready to rant, and I know you guys are ready. The smile's on for now, because I've enjoyed seeing so much hate from this already. But the anger, or at least the ranting, is going to come out. What's going on, everyone? Your boy here, Apollo, from Down, Down, Up, Up. As usual, what are we going to talk about today? Well, basically what I just described. Backlash 2018 is in the books, and thank goodness it's in the books. I don't want to see anything like this for a long time. We're back to dual-branded pay-per-views. And how does this one go? They have to screw it up. Oh my goodness. So many good things could have come out of it. Maybe not the greatest, but oh, the bar, and not Sheamus and Cesaro, as much as I love them, but the bar could have gone way higher in this instead. But was all of it bad? No, I wouldn't say that. So let's start from the beginning. Now, we finally got our kickoff match. Sadly, I was not able to do my prediction for that on YouTube. I waited, but it didn't come out. It came out a little bit later. The kickoff match was Ruby Riott versus Bayley. Okay, makes sense with the feud going on right now, even though it's a really bad feud between Sasha Banks and Bayley. Just like another feud that's getting worse every match now for the WWE Championship, but we'll get to it. So, we had Ruby Riott versus Bayley. Before the match, Bayley went to go find Sasha and ask her for help. Sasha was appalled, saying, "You didn't help me on Monday." And that was really that. Sasha did not come out at all, and it was a very straightforward match. Ruby Riott did win. I think it was a smart choice. Again, there was interference from the Riott Squad, ended with distractions, and then finally a Riott kick by Ruby. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Ruby wins. Good stuff. Ruby's a good wrestler. I really hope she has a good future. I'd love to see her with the Women's Championship one day, because if she's one of those characters, she can back it up. So, good things. We'll see where it goes in the long-term future. Moving on to match of the night. Without a single doubt, the opener, which should have been the main event, Seth Rollins and The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, I figured these two would try to go out with a bang in some kind of way, but I did not expect that masterpiece. Wow, that is the best match I've seen The Miz and Seth Rollins ever do, and they made it count. It was great. The storytelling was great, especially when Rollins slammed his knee right into the post by accident. Miz trying to take advantage with the figure four. The skull-crushing finale catches were amazing, especially the first one, where it looked like Rollins was going to go for a roll-up, but Miz said no, picked him right back up and into the skull-crushing finale. That was a great counter. And again, he got the second one, but again, it just didn't work. Could not put him away with it. Rollins finally got through some roll-throughs, hit the curb stomp. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is still the Intercontinental Champion. No surprise there, but a great match, and props to those guys. Round of applause for match of the night. It was wonderful. I loved it. And we'll see what happens with both men now, as they are on separate brands moving forward in the future. Good stuff. Moving on. Second match of the night, we had Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax for the Women's Championship. And this is when it got a bit scary for me. Bliss was getting a lot of offense in the match, even got Nia out of the ring and DDT'd her on the stairs, but She did not want the countout win, obviously. She's not the champion. This would have been a good ending for maybe Raw or something when Bliss was the champion. But nope, kept trying to get Nia back in the ring, kept breaking the referee's count. Finally gets Nia back in. Tries to get some more offense on her, but the mistake tries to go for the Sparkle Splash, aka Twisted Bliss. I like the Sparkle Splash name better. Just my preference. We all have opinions, you wonderful people. Thanks for tuning in. But Nia Jax catches her, and the Samoan drop. 1, 2, 3. Nia Jax is still the Raw Women's Champion. I was really happy about that. I was a bit worried about this match. Just giving it back to Bliss right away would have felt not really something I would have preferred to see, honestly. So I'm glad to see Nia win. Did a little promo after, overcoming the odds, be yourself. Then she went on about the be a star thing, and I think I even talked to my friends, oh, she's going to say it, and she did. So that's obviously what they're promoting, but it's okay. I'm hoping that's it for the feud, honestly. We'll see where it goes for both of these women in the future. I'm not sure. Maybe Bliss and Ember Moon will have a program right away. Maybe Ruby Riott will want Nia Jax right away in some way. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Things might get a bit more interesting. Because now, the next thing we got a long wait, 6 weeks just about, until Money in the Bank. And I hope NXT TakeOver is the night before. Yeah, we got TakeOver Money in the Bank. Make up for Backlash. But we have not hit the terrible things yet, so moving on. We then had the United States Championship match between Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton. I was actually quite disappointed with this match. Definitely not the same kind of feeling I got in 2008. But then again, this was for the United States Championship, not the WWE Championship, so I shouldn't have had my standards that high. It was okay, but it was Randy Orton rest hold after rest hold. It got stale. Jeff Hardy got some good offense in the earlier part of the match. And one little thing I liked that they did, Jeff was going for the twist of fate, but then we got a little turnaround. Orton tried to do the RKO like they're ending at the Royal Rumble in 2008, but no, that didn't happen. Finally, Jeff gets the twist of fate. Swanton Bomb, 1, 2, 3. Jeff Hardy did it. Jeff Hardy beats Randy Orton, still the United States Champion. This match did what it needed to do, but the addition of Jinder Mahal would have been a better choice just to make this match more interesting, as I wanted when I predicted Jinder to win the United States Championship back at the Greatest Royal Rumble. Obviously, that didn't happen, but that would have made this program a bit better. Just saying. Just saying. Moving on, though, I think after this, we did get a segment, not a match. Elias came out, tried to do some singing, getting the crowd fired up. New Day comes out. And then, Aiden English and Rusev came out, so obviously the turn is not yet, because remember on SmackDown, it seemed like Lana was trying to get Rusev back in his old ways and ditching Aiden English. It might happen. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Personally, I don't really see a point in it, but if it gets Rusev looking a million times better, then fine. I want to see it and get him back where he needs to be. Main event scene for Rusev, the man. But it was just a big old sing-along kind of thing. And then No Way Jose came out with the Conga line, and Breezango and Titus Worldwide for some reason. Just a big party, a fiesta. But Elias still wanted his time. He cut them off. But then Bobby Roode showed up, glorious DDT to Elias, and he celebrates with the rest. So Bobby getting a little bit of revenge on Elias there, because it seems like that's where the feud is going. Or should I say continuing between Elias and Bobby Roode. I'm not really enjoying it so much, and I'm really hoping it ends soon unless it picks up in a better way. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But moving on, I believe we then had the singles match between Daniel Bryan and Big Cass. Now, at this point, I was thinking, okay, Nia Jax overcame the bully. Can Daniel Bryan overcome the bully? I'm a bit worried. But what happened? Okay, first of all, it was really short. I wasn't expecting that. Second of all, Daniel Bryan made Cass tap. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. He got Cass down to the ground after Cass missed the boot. A little bit of offense between both guys at that point. Then, he is getting him in the yes lock, the LeBell lock, the no lock, whichever you call it. Cass looked like he was just going to fight out and the match was going to continue. But then Bryan just smacks him in the head a bunch of times, puts it in, and Cass taps. I didn't see that coming. Oh, it was funny. I laughed like crazy. I just did not see that match ending that soon. But Daniel Bryan did it. He made Cass tap in their first one-on-one match. But then Cass had to beat him up afterwards and walk out. Yeah, I'm the man. But you didn't even win, so whatever. I didn't think the first match would end by submission. I was thinking Bryan might get a roll up and then Cass would go crazy. Well, I was right about Cass going crazy, but not the submission loss. So I guess this feud continues, even though I really don't know why at this point. We got the tap out. Yeah, just saying. Moving on though, we then, I believe, had the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Overall, the show has been good. It's been okay. It's been passable. Miz and Rollins was great. Other matches have been just about doing their job. And it basically continued here for the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Carmella defending against Charlotte one-on-one. No interference whatsoever from the Iconics or Becky Lynch or anyone else for that matter. The match was okay. The ending threw me off a bit because I wasn't really ready for it. It's been back and forth for a while. Charlotte goes for a moonsault, lands gingerly on her leg. Carmella kicks the leg from behind, and then does one of those, I call it a Carmella roll-up, just because I've seen her do that style a few times, like when she pinned Nikki Bella in the elimination match at Backlash in 2016. And there was no cheating whatsoever. It was a straight roll-up, no tights, no ropes. Carmella pinned Charlotte. Carmella won. She retained the championship. I was expecting interference in this kind, or maybe even a disqualification. But no, Carmella just straight up won. Well done. Well done. Carmella's still the champion. She just deserves it at this point, and I didn't think it was fair for her reign to end just for the sake of a title change at this show. Charlotte's getting a break from it. Carmella moves on. I got no complaints about that. And now, this is the time where I need to check my sheet to see exactly where we are again. Okay, wow, I guess we're where I think we are. Okay, like I said, even with this match, the match for the Women's Championship, up to then, it's been okay. But then they had the audacity to do what they did. Up next, not even the main event, not even the second last match, the WWE Championship no disqualification match wasn't even in the last two. AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura. A feud that has been okay, matches that have been okay, but two amazing performers that WWE just have on the leash right now. And what happens here? Poor choices. I didn't like the match. First of all, that is a complaint from me. I think a few people might have liked the match, not the finish, but the match was okay. I didn't like it. I simply didn't like it. When I wanted a no DQ match, I wanted a no DQ match. This was stale for me from watching their past two matches. There was no weapons for like most of the match, no table spots, not even much crowd spots. Come on. Come on, guys, you've got to be kidding me. I sat there bored thinking, when is this picking up? But then, that chair moment. Okay, Nakamura's going for a Kinshasa. AJ throws a chair at him. It bounces back at AJ's face, and it cuts him open. Can you imagine if that had hit him in the eye? Oh, Lord, I'm glad that didn't happen, but that was scary. It should have just been a chair shot. AJ just should have had the chair in his hands and smacked him in the knee or something. But no, he had to throw it. It bounced back in his face. It was a very risky spot, and I'm really glad AJ didn't walk away with an eye injury or something. That could have been much worse. And then what a lot of people were really disappointed about, Nakamura got the low blow. What happened? AJ Styles still has not worn a cup. Wow, that's making him look really, really dumb in the storyline. Very poor choice, even though AJ got a low blow right after that. Okay, I'm fine with that, but it did not lead to the hopeful finish I was hoping for. Nope. Instead, the match goes on, and both men get another low blow at the same time, this time with a kick to the gonads. And then what happens? What did they have the audacity to do? on paper. Did I say that right? Audacity. Spelling, pronunciation. Audacity to do with the pay-per-view for the WWE Championship. No disqualification match after we've already gotten a double countout at the Greatest Royal Rumble. What did they do? A double countout. What? On pay-per-view? You have got to be kidding me. That's right. The referee counted both men down. And you know what? I was looking at the referee's face. He had a cheeky little grin before counting 10. I was like, oh, you know what you're doing, you filthy boy. And it's another draw. Oh, what a disappointment that was. A no disqualifications match on pay-per-view, ending with a double countout? Oh, tisk, tisk, tisk. How do you ruin a feud between Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles? Two of the greatest wrestlers of all time. You give it to WWE. That's how you do it. I was so disappointed at this point. I could not enjoy the rest of the show. And the rest of the show made it much worse. I can guarantee you that much. Oh my goodness. It was just so disappointing. However, AJ Styles still has the WWE Championship. And I hope Samoa Joe is still in this picture, as well as Nakamura should be, especially now that it's just another draw. Money in the Bank. Triple threat match. Nakamura wins the WWE Championship. This is what I want. This is what I predicted, and it has a chance of happening more than ever right now. It's time to make up for the mistakes. Seriously. Then we move in to the tag team match of the evening. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn taking on Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. At this point, I was trying to get back into the show thinking, okay, you know what? If they do this right, good. But they don't. What do? Kevin and Sami just start fighting with each other, and then Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley win, with Lashley pinning the wrong man. Kevin Owens was not the legal man in that match. Shows how much they care. Really. That was a very poor choice. Kevin and Sami needed that momentum. And now they're just bickering between each other again? Are they breaking up again? Why? What's the point? Especially right now. Very poor choice. And what makes it even worse, no bickering between Lashley and Strowman. This would have been a perfect time to see them go at it just a little bit with some mistakes. I wasn't happy with it. That's the main point. Very poor choice with this match. And then the main event. After the mistakes you've made already, what could make it worse? Roman Reigns beating Samoa Joe, and the crowd, oh, I bet they were so happy. Yay. Oh, my goodness. No, it was okay. And by okay, I mean the last 10-ish minutes were okay. It was just another match with rest holds. We've seen Reigns Joe. It did not need to be the main event. But then again, with the WWE Championship match ending in a draw, would that have been a better choice for the main event? I don't think so. So, alright. Roman got one spear. Joe did get to the ropes. Joe got the coquina clutch in at several good points, especially when it looks like Reigns was passing out. But of course he didn't. He grabbed the ropes and then finally got the second spear. 1, 2, 3. Roman wins. Big deal. I really don't care at this point. The show bombed in a really bad way, and I can't phrase it. It's a shame to ruin a Backlash like this, too. Backlash has always been an okay pay-per-view for me. And to see this year's Backlash turn out like this is a real shame, too. But it really was the last 3 matches that ruined it. Overall, for the other wrestlers doing the show, props for them. They did their jobs, and that was alright. But what makes a show? Usually the last couple of matches. In this case, the last 3. Oh boy. But the good thing is, it's done. And hopefully, things pick up and get better. And by hopefully, I mean if they don't, then, poor choices! Poor choices if you want to put the fans to sleep during the summer period right now. So, see where it goes. But thank you all so much for watching my rants and review of this show. I'm so glad it's over. It's going to be a while till I see you guys again for the NXT TakeOver / Money in the Bank weekend. But I hope you're all enjoying your day. I will see you in a few weeks. Keep it real. We made it through. Hope things get better.